from our office is located in just North Fort Worth. We're just 35 and 820 merge there in North Beach Street. So this is kind of looking west, probably like Saginaw with that side over there. So you can see like even, yeah, like every, this is really cool. Where is it? Right here. And on this side over here, that range shaft, kind of like see how the outflow and how the downdraft kind of works around there. Seeing the time lapse is also really cool. You see how the kind of everything goes around. This is kind of cool to hear.
From a
Yes.
perspective point of view, this is taken from 95 feet above the ground at the National Weather Service office.
Mm-hmm.
And that storm you're looking at is probably 3 to 5 miles in the distance.
Thank you.
Yeah,
A lot of
especially-
people wonder what the,
Yeah.
this is a refresher.
Yes.
But a lot of these, it's hard to know. If you look at that scale on the left,
Mm-hmm.
if you start at 10,000 feet, 30,000 feet up is 6 miles. That's a 6-mile high storm represented in that mature picture, the scale on the left.
Yeah, the scale.
People don't think of how big of scale this is.
Mhm.
They're miles across, and you're looking at them from miles away when they're this clear.
When this is clear.
By the
Exactly.
time it's over your house, it's really hard to see the components.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. And that's true.
I look
Yeah.
at
It
road
even,
painting, you're looking
you're
straight
just
at.
looking up.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah. We're trying to save
You are
this.
getting eye drops.
Yeah. This cases like this, especially when they're far out, that we can see all this details, and especially in time lapse, and being able to see all
Yeah,
this.
that's beautiful.
It's just beautiful. And being able to say no drop of rain in the office, just in this case, and it's like, this is really cool. Yeah, and then I think we've done it from the north side too, and it just scared us, and it's like, it's hard. Sometimes, yeah, we forget how far or how close they are. All right, so another area is very nice, kind of see both, kind of the updraft on one side and more of the downdraft on the other side. And here it's still kind of far away that you can see at least a component of the updraft and downdraft. You're probably missing the rest of it at this point, but at least just to get those two features in there. All right, I think with that, oh yes. So we kind of we'll cover the dissipation phase in here in a little bit, but from the hazards perspective. So let's switch our gears now for the hazards. So we're looking at what could happen on each stage. So we're starting with the cumulus. You start with, that baby cloud growing, baby cloud trying to do its things, and then sometimes we have, the lightning, the energy keeps growing, and you can have enough instability, enough for that lightning thread even in that cumulus stage at that point. And then kind of see comparison what we see versus what you see out there. I know that a lot of people, you can have your radar app in your phone and you can see it, but this is kind of like what we can remind folks, especially the public, is like, okay, you're seeing what really happens out there. And the radar, we're just looking at, it's just a sensor that's trying to interpret what's really out there. So this is just one example. A lot of times, we have growing storms and they just produce rain and nothing else. So we're kind of like at that stage from there. When we're looking at that mature, of course, we all know this is where the action happens, that you can have a little bit of everything from flooding all the way to tornadoes, and they're, at this stage. All right, and then we'll cover a little bit more of that here in a minute, but I think after this, so we'll do a quick break. So far, this is kind of reporting methods and also storm development, just a very brief information. If you're, before I forget, if you're interested in knowing a little bit more of the science, the physics, the microphysics, all that thermodynamics behind all of this, there's a lot of resources, and I can point it out later for whoever's interested, through the COMET website. That's one of the resources that go very, very into detail. We do have other recording of other classes, but so far, kind of like just to give you just a very quick overview of things, and then we'll just get to the other side here. Okay, so let's do the break. Please, I have here 10 minutes. Please come back. Don't leave me.